No, I know that.
And then I was scared of Blue because it had been 6 weeks postpartum.
I know. And why did you have six?
It wasn't that. It was just like,
You just
he was
can't
like, Chrisean. I said, I'm still bleeding. I said, you want bloody Blue? He's like, on Crip. I'm like,
wait, can we stop there? A Crip, one, and bloody. That's too much. The Crip and blood.
Oh, all my warrants. My warrants are getting cleaned up. I've been paying off fees and getting rid of talking to certain people to help my situation out. Cause I have my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in and dealt with it from inside to the outside of the jail. So whatever. So I don't be like, But right now I gotta play cautious because I don't plan on being in jail while my son is growing. Like I just don't plan on that at all. So I'm doing every way possible to get that figured out without even trying to serve time. And it's working out for me. So I'm gonna work on my little situations and stuff. That's all about it. But
So it looks like the long arm of the law finally done caught up with Chrisean, and to nobody's surprise, Blueface was allegedly the one who snitched on her and got her arrested by the cops. After months of running from the cops, Chrisean finally got arrested a couple of days ago, and her son Chanjar was taken away from her girl. We could have sworn that we were all done with Chan and Blueface. But this drama is about to get really messy once again, because Chrisean is dragging Blueface to Phil Child. I can't seem to remember a time when Blueface and Chrisean weren't messy, but in the past couple of months, things have quieted down between them a lot. Well, that probably has something to do with Blueface being in prison and not being out and about to create or engage in drama. But in true Blueface fashion, he found a way to create drama for Chrisean from prison. And honestly, this shouldn't surprise us in the least. Because again, this is Blueface now. I'm not saying that Chrisean is an angel or something, because you'll know that she is problematic AF as well. But Face knows just how to get under her skin. In fact, he seems to push all of her buttons for no reason at all, even though he claims not to want anything to do with her, and swore to heaven and back that he was over her it got wilder, which he claimed that she and Blue were intimate only a few days after she gave birth to their son. And she was still bleeding down there. I haven't been I know that. And then I was scared of Blue because it had been weeks I know. And why did you have 6? It wasn't that it was just like you. Just like I said, I'm still bleeding. I said you want bloody BL, he like on. __. I'm like, wait, can we stop there? __. Wanton bloody, that's too much the Crip in blood. Yeah, she should have kept that in the drafts because that was embarrassing, like Blueface denied being the father. And wasn't even there when she gave birth. She probably thought that she was going to have people gassing her up and saying, yes, queen, and all that stuff. But she got a shocker when people started dragging her for being thirsty over Blueface after he had told her over and over again that he didn't want her. She got clowns so hard that she decided to do a rebrand talking about how Andar she was and blah blah blah. She said telling him no today was a step. But how do you get rid of a soul tie? I really had to take a step back because still giving a part of me to him is effed up to my son. How I let a man that don't want to be a father to my only son still in any man. Then this man texts me today. And I almost fell for that. Is like, what the f am I doing for real? She continued, I'm looking at my son, like hold up cut the immature selfish is out at y'all. I'm disappointed with myself. Right now, hey Blue, go for yourself, stop hitting me up bro, go find another BD cream on you plus homie that is as unsafe and unsanitary. You going to for round get an HIV the way you move. She also said on God, let me start wanting this Lord. Please free me from myself. I pray for strength to stay disciplined. And I pray for strength because having a child and knowing that his father don't want anything to do with him is a tough thing to accept. So instead, doing what's hard, I settle for the short end of the stick. But surprise, surprise, that didn't last very long because she got on her BS once again. Luckily, for the rest of us, the universe made a move and Blueface was sent to prison. After he violated his probation back in 2022, Blueface was arrested on attempted charges after he and his crew jumped a man named Cavius Trailer at a Las Vegas strip club, according to reports Blueface and his crew were at a strip club in Vegas. And Contavious made a joke about Blueface talking to girls in a cheap car and Blueface's ego. That hurt this led to him and his crew jumping the man. And they beat him so hard that Cavius made a dash for his truck to escape that ended very badly because Blueface and his crew were not about to let him get away that easily while he was running toward his truck. Blueface pulled out a pew-pew and fired repeatedly at Cavius' face, tried to claim that someone on his team had seen Cavius pull out a gun, but people didn't really buy this because Cavius was running away from them and couldn't possibly have tried to shoot since he wasn't even facing them. He suffered bullet graze wounds, and luckily there was no life-threatening injury. But his truck was riddled with bullet holes. He was arrested in November 2022 days. After the arrest, TMZ reported that Blueface was charged to court and was charged with felony attempted with the use of a deadly firearm or tear gas, as well as an additional charge for discharging a gun into a house-building vehicle where Kraft he was granted bail for $50,000 which Krem paid. And he was released that same day. Blueface pleaded guilty in his second court appearance, and the attempted charge was dropped. And he also pleaded guilty to battery and the discharging of a firearm charge as part of a plea agreement he had. According to court documents, the judge revealed that he can't be seen around anyone with a firearm. The judge stated the rapper is playing with his liberty if he surrounds himself with. He is also not allowed to attend any clubs in the downtown Las Vegas area. The judge also said he can only be in those areas if he has work applications or any legitimate basis to be there, not as a pastime. Blueface is prohibited from interacting with the victim of the or his family. He must stay away from drinking and smoking during the extent of his probation. As well, to nobody's surprise, Blueface broke the rules, and he was sent to prison in January this year. Krem went on and on about how her daddy had been taken away from her, even though her real-life daddy wasn't Baltimore. She swore that she was done with Blueface, but she has been screaming free Blueface since January. Well, Blueface certainly doesn't feel the same way about her as she does him, because according to reports, he allegedly snitched on her to the cops in exchange for a lighter sentence. Chrisean has an open warrant against her in Oklahoma, where according to TMZ she's wanted in connection to charges including possession of marijuana with intent to distribute and possession of a controlled dangerous substance dating back to 20,122. And it's not like she didn't know about the warrant, because she talked about this in January, talking about how she wasn't going to turn herself in because she had a baby. Oh, all my warrants are getting cleaned up. I've been paying off fees and getting talking to certain people to help my situation out. 'Cause I have my son. So the old me would have just turned myself in. And that with it threw in from inside to the outside of the jail. So whatever, so I don't be like. But right now, I got to play cautious. Because I don't plan on being in jail. While my son is growing, like I just don't plan on that at all. So I'm doing every way possible to get that figured out without even trying to serve time. And is working out for me, so I'm going work on my little situations and stuff. That's all about it. But well, she got arrested a few days ago at Blueface's hearing, and word on the streets is that Blueface was the one who insisted that she come to his hearing. But he had tipped off the cops that she was going to be there. And when she walked into the courthouse, the cops jumped on her and arrested her. She was taken away. And Kranger was taken away from her. The crazy part is that Blueface's parents were right there, but they refused to take the baby, arguing and being messy. Now the baby is reportedly with the authorities because Krem is still locked up, and there are reports that social services is going to take responsibility for the baby girl. This is one hot mess, and fans commented Krem being arrested for a man that don't want her and leaving her baby, with a bunch of people that don't want him. Prayers to the baby. Krem rock. thought it'd be a good idea to show up to Blueface's latest court appearance and ended up getting locked up herself for an active warrant that she knew about and Chrisean deserved everything happening to her. She lied on her own sister, she a camera person. James Wright destroyed property, drank, and smoked while pregnant, mind you. Where's her dog? She's vile. My heart hurts so bad for Junior. He doesn't deserve this. But you'll drop your thoughts about this in the comments. Then check out this next video.